Season 9 was great. Let's hope Season 10's the same. Season 9 was my favourite season so far in Vigor. It is also the only season where I got to level 50, showing how much I have actually enjoyed playing the game. But despite this, the game still struggles to get the numbers that I actually think it deserves. So this is going to be my wish list for Season 10. I know the development team is small, so there's going to be no silliness here. But my first one on the list is crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. Makes very little sense to me when your game is only console and yet the two single biggest competitive communities in the entirety of console gaming are then split into two separate communities. From what I understand, there's been an issue with Sony, just trying to get it sorted. That could just be a smokescreen, and actually the PlayStation players might just not want it. Currently they're swimming around in their nice little PlayStation aquarium, all protected. Coming and playing with the Xbox players would be like being dumped in the middle of the ocean, wouldn't it? Big ocean, big fish. Because I understand it, a lot of the PlayStation players ain't all that. So maybe maybe that's the reason. But we should absolutely be playing with each other. And that sounded wrong as well. But you get what I mean. We should be in the same community, in the same games, fighting. Also, I'm going to link this in with the crossplay conversation. Pre-game lobby. Can we please have open mic so we can talk? That would be nice. Let's be honest. Vigor's not Call of Duty. It won't be full of shit. Let's be honest, it won't be. I play a lot of Insurgency Sandstorm. Open mics at the beginning. There's very little crap gets said, other than people talking about what's happening around and so on and so forth. So don't be scared of it. It will actually make the community closer. And also, and I don't even actually know whether this is in the game or not, but I've never heard it. Proximity chat would be amazing. Proximity chat in Sandstorm, in Hunt Showdown, really adds to the tense situations when you start baiting each other or giving each other crap or just generally trying to get one up on the person that you know's in that building. So adding all that together will just make the community stronger, in my opinion anyway. Shelter improvements, something new, please, or even the ability to change colours. So when everybody maxes out their shelter, it doesn't look exactly the same for all 5,000 players. Just something that allows, some creativity. And even the ability to set the time as always night or always day. Just so it gives you a bit of ambience to go with the music. It just seems to me it's just like this generic area that everybody just comes from, and there's nothing personal about it at all. So that would be a winner for me. But also, like the dock area on the cliff overlooking the lake is completely and utterly wasted. And why not have like a shooting target range where you fire clay pigeons across the water and you have to shoot them out the air? Something useful, something that will be good for the game. These clay pigeons get shot across the lake and you have to hit as many as what you can. Just something that would help the game. Or maybe a fishing game. Just sat there, just as a little like you have with the arcade game, like playing the guitar. Just a simple fishing game. It's so lost. It's just like you go down these steps thinking you're going to go somewhere, and then there's nothing to do when you get down there. Use other maps for shootout and elimination. You've got some really good sections of other maps that you could use. Get elimination out of Anakin. Get shootout out of Sagbrook. use different parts of the map. You've already got these assets. I mean, Frisk, the bottom section where all the water is, where you have all the buildings surrounding the water, would be amazing for shootout. All them warehouses. That would be a really good shootout map. Elimination, you know, just you could almost drop that onto any of the maps that you have done. So with you already having the assets already done, the maps are already done, it kind of confuses me why there's not multiple maps for these game modes, because ultimately that's what makes it stale. It's the, I know this corner is the power position, I know this point here is the power position because I've played shootout for the last 3 hours on the same map. That's why the game modes start to get stale. Elimination gets less stale because obviously, even though it's all on Anakin, it is split between multiple maps. But even that's not enough. You've got all the assets there, please use them. New game modes would help bring new people into the game. I have a couple of ideas here. The first, Fallout. This is basically a battle royale style, where you all spawn with nothing at the beginning of the map, and then you have to scavenge to get gear. And there's 3 different circles, and the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Now here's where I would change it slightly and say there is multiple exits. So let's say you loot what you want before the first circle closes. There's exits to get out. But what happens is the loot gets better until you get into the final circle, which is then a proper battle royale where you're looking to kill, and that's how you win. And whatever you get out with, you get to keep. And also, if you win the game, you get a gold or some reward, but some reward that's worthwhile. So you escape in the first circle because actually you managed to loot a couple of things that you want. You escape but have very little reward other than what you carry out with you. Second circle, more reward. Third circle, the biggest amount of reward, because obviously you go into the third circle, there's no escaping. It is purely winner takes all as once you get into the third circle. So just something to get people interested in the game. Encounters is great, but I think it needs more. And my second idea is a game mode called Cleanup. This is basically after the radiation wave has blown through the map, that you go in with hazmat suits on to clean up the map. So basically you drop at different points, and the hazmat suit actually has, let's say, 50 health. So it kind of acts like body armour, but once as it's broken, you are suffered with the radiation effect. And you can find armour on the map, which then will repair it, instead of calling it armour, but a repair patch that then repairs it, which stops the radiation on you. But if there's a period of time where you are being radiated, whatever health you lose because of the radiation, you can't get back. You can use cyanide tablets to stop, obviously, it affecting you for a while. So that means that not only do you have to be careful with gunfights, because as soon as they puncture your suit, the actual environment is killing you, and there's no way of healing. Obviously, you can stop it with the tablets, but you basically at that point are desperately trying to find armour to try and, repair patches to try and repair your suit so you stop losing health. And ultimately, what you can have is like something like a airdrop that lands every 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, which actually drops onto the map a cleaning up tool, something to actually clean up the certain area. So you have to trigger it, and then you get the reward for doing it. And then obviously what it could be is, and once an area has been decontaminated, it means the radiation effect is no longer on you. So if you can't find the patch, the best way of saving yourself is triggering this airdrop decontamination crate, whatever you call it, to kind of keep you alive. But I just think that there's so many elements moving there that it would be very interesting to play. And ultimately, a bit like the last game mode, the last decontamination tool is where you get all the prize money. So it actually makes you stay in the game instead of, oh, I've done my bit here and then bailing. It makes you stay in the game to the very end. There are some things that we kind of do know what's coming, which I'd have had on the list. The new map would have been on there. I'm hoping that the dam map does have an element of close quarter combat, because again, I feel that's something the game is missing, some close quarter combat maps. But we know that's coming, so it's a waste of time we put a new map on the list. Let me know what you think, because like most people who watch my videos, it's all about the Vigor. I don't understand why this game is not more popular than what it is. It's a free game that's very entertaining, but I do think there's some little things that kind of affect this, hence for my wish list for Season 10. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Goodbye.